So hello everyone. This is the usual Sunday broadcast for open sourcing StarkOS, or how to orchestrate all your all your hardware resources with one operating system that can already run. Well, with my experience, I already created a prototype that is a video drone, so you can federate all your screens into one if it's a pre-recorded video. And the point is, I can do it so multi-monitor setups, but without the wires, just the software. And actually, I'm gonna tone it down to just music. So that people can just go outside and put on their own party without, raising their arm or anything like that, like they do in the light shows, because that's just too difficult to do. So today I will be playing the Bass Rebels, my favorite Bass Rebels playlist, which I'm crediting right now. Yeah, so the video prototype, you would have had to be able to coordinate with your friends to say where you are in the crowd, so that people know to input their correct. It wasn't even a here's my spot, which is dumb. It was, where am I in relation to somebody who's already connected? And even that, people are like, oh, what's going on? Why do I have to talk to people? And then COVID came in, and yeah, then I don't want people kind of huddling close together to put on a show. And if you wanted something more meaningful, you would have had to have a lot of people, and that was dumb as well, because people are usually like, oh, cool, I don't want to do it. And then, yeah, it was dumb. It was like, why don't people even, why do people lie to the people who are building free software, So, as such, I'm only doing music now, which is gonna be cool, because all you have to do is just gonna be like, just press this button and it downloads everything. And then you go there and I press another button and the concert just starts, or you could go to church and have the Pope or whatever just shout you out of the church or something, because you're louder than the choir with your phones. Which I thought was pretty interesting if you have this rap battle with your church. I could see that as being highly entertaining. Seeing as there's the rap people remind me a lot of church anyway, which is the most hilarious insult you could throw at them, because they'll get mad, but it's true. All they do is rage about things, and people are like, F society, and I just want to get drunk and be a criminal. Um, and then the rapper starts going on about his criminal stuff, and it's like, I almost kind of want to go to church now, even though church isn't a lot better, where they brainwash you either way. So, like, it'd be funny if you took one of those ragers and you took it into church and then you had a battle there, even though the rap artists aren't there to be like, hey, you stole my music or something. No, no. We're just gonna take your brainwash and then have like the church brainwash and then have the battle of the brainwashes. I think that'd be fun, you know? Anyway, let's see if my database is still up. Damn. Okay, so this connection of mine to the database is gonna fall down at some point. Is gonna fall down because whenever I shut down my virtual machine with my network, then it just hangs there, hangs onto that connection, and it allows me to use the database until I can. Let's see if I can see it. That's weird. I can't even see. Oh well. Anyway, so that was the prototype, and then because today is like one of those on-time days, I'm just gonna do a quick recap of where I pivoted from that before I do the music speaker prototype. So I decided I would bring orchestrators like, Kubernetes and Docker. So what these technologies were meant to do is you were meant to install some dumb like this, or Kubernetes as well. It's not dumb, it's just crazy, right? That's what I keep telling myself when I want to call something dumb. It's not dumb. It just people are crazy, especially when money is involved. So what these things do is, you saw me manage a virtual machine here. So they basically install software and spin up virtual machines. And it's been a while since people actually use, like these days I use a virtual machine to contain like light virtual machines, which they call containers. But I don't like containers because the word containers for a programmer, it takes like 5 days of which like you spend like a minute every hour or something writing the word container when you're coding. So Kubernetes calls it a pod that goes around the container and is managed like software around is like a container with management on top. And that's kind of like what I call a container on my own thing. So that's what my software does is here you will see I have user databases. So the user database manages nodes, which is the physical pods, if you will, or no, the node I call it. So that's the place, that's the software bucket, or like almost like a container, I want to say. But like it's either the computer, the Raspberry Pi, or like a browser I want to do it. So that's the machine that it's running on, right? The node. And then there's some settings for the user itself. For the node, each node will get one of these entries. So each computer with an operating system gets one of these. And then I get packages, which is the software itself. And this package is essentially a PGP, so it's an encrypted and a archived piece of software that is essentially has some metadata and is managed. How it gets deployed to these installed to these nodes, right? So you can see here, that's what I call a pod. Is I have this node that gets replicated up to the user. The pods don't get replicated. The pod is essentially a package that's being deployed. And it's essentially the same software. It's just while the package keeps track of all the pods, the pod keeps track of only the local pods. And I want to show you this because it's exciting, because I spent all freaking week fixing various silly bugs that I've been doing since the inception of the. It's not open source yet, but after I show you how it's working and I tell you my last the end of the beginning, the last step of the beginning, then I'll show you how to do examples in the weeks to come, right? So it installs. If I do npm install, I usually do it here. So that's how that's done. But I run it with this command. Now I could do npm start as well, but that installs and starts it in all in one, right? So instead, I'm going to run it because it's already installed. And I'm just going to check these settings over here. Oh, damn. No. Why? No. So in order to make sure that the settings are correct, what are you doing? Microsoft, why do you put, why? You waste like time out of my life. OMG. This is the dumbest thing. I think, how do you turn it off, right? Turn off search Windows 10. Sorry. No. Under option? Oh, well, sure. Start, right? Wow. Okay, this is dumb. I don't have that. That's okay. So I have to enable Cortana to disable Cortana? See? Why do I get the damn options if it's not on? Coconut oil, yeah. Oh, sure. Uh-huh. Let's bork the registry. And they couldn't include a registry this hit like fix? Okay. I guess I'm not gonna ruin my time with this nonsense. Because some bigwig decided I wasn't paying enough for his windows, and I need more advertising to waste my time with. That's why. Okay. So that's what was necessary there. And here it doesn't matter because there's no max, so it'll just spin up the one that I want, but I just want the accounting, right? The other one is like the edge package, which happens outside of my core network, of like the centralized network of processes that does the node registration and the node and the user for the main part, and in everything else basically manages their own resources. So every node basically runs this service that essentially does this accounting of where is the software deployed and how many times. And what I want to do is I want to take that, because that's only supposed to run on a trusted node. So what I've done is I've made sure that it can run everywhere, but also if I want that to be tagged that way. But also what I do is I have this user key that can then run any software. So these packages are encrypted with that key, right? So on the pod, it doesn't actually know enough to be able to sign into this user database. It only knows how to sign into the node database, and it uses that key. As you can see here, it's still encrypted. It uses that key to unlock the package, and it's a least privilege kind of show. The only thing is I want public key cryptography, so after I open source this, it will stop using this key and instead it'll pass in the public key or whatever. So that's how that's gonna work. Okay, so let's run that. Whoops. So you can see here, I can show you even in the run folder, it's installed this one, and you can see it running. It started running. And then this package is also getting installed, meaning that the number of pods here went up. Come on. Okay, it's not running yet. That's the problem. So it's installed, now it's starting up, I assume. Yep, there it goes. See that? Okay. So now if I can account for it here, and if I go look at the package itself, hello. Okay, so it accounted for it here. So 2 weeks ago, 2 videos before this, if you go on my YouTube channel, remember to subscribe. I showed you how I made it so that it always respects the availability tags on this package relating to the node. So all the tags on the package, if the availability is 1 on the package, and the node can be either on or off. There's no 1 or tags. So I guess I could, but no, I don't think I will actually enable that tags for this right now. In the future, maybe. But yeah, maybe I'll have a 1 tag and then they can just do the intersection or something. I don't know. But anyway, if the package is included in all the node tags, then it gets deployed. So that's all working. I'm not going to show you that. And I also just showed you that this max works. So there's a lot of edge cases with that, which I had to go through. I had a few bugs. Some of the more interesting was, so you see there's 2 there. Now it deployed another one. So if I go here, it deployed another one. And if you look here, it does 2 hellos. There's no shutdown yet, so if I shut one of them down, it'll still do the same thing. Because in Node, I would either have to shut down the thread or it's async, right? So there's no simple, easy way. It's either shut down the thread worker with web workers or shut down a different process. So I want to have both. But before I do that, I wanna do some examples, right? Because it's exciting. All of this code is pretty much polymorphic or isomorphic. Sorry. So all of this doesn't really depend on anything that is server side. It's all usable from the browser pretty much. So my next step in my to-do list is the browser. So I'm going to do the browser and then I'm going to do a speaker drone where I basically use the browser to play the same playlist from all my devices. And that's when I'll do the open source and start looking at the mystery initiative that will come at a later date. But before I do all that, I essentially want to use my packages as a service. So meaning that I will have to have a node, a trusted and a node-only piece that will collaborate to shuffle requests and responses from and to each pod towards a simple infrastructure, right? So whereas Docker and Kubernetes use ports, I said it's all running through the same database. I'm just going to make it fast enough so I'm not going to lock or have any issues with data concurrency when I'm doing the requests in order to be able to shovel all the data through the database because I love having a database to manage my data. Imagine that instead of a stupid network interface that gets hacked, the database itself handles the security, and it's a lot cleaner and more normalized to have the same. Sorry, not stupid. It's crazy. So it's crazy to think, I'm just gonna throw in a bunch of networking to my Docker or my Kubernetes to the through the software, and then somehow throughout the 10 different layers of technology, somehow my amazing hacker friend can push a button on his not so crazy. It's crazy. I was gonna say not so intelligent artificial intelligence that kind of fuzzes your service along with your networking layer, along with your data layer for all these intrusion detection and all that. And then by the time you're done all that, you're pretty much at square one, thinking, "What am I doing with my time?" Or look at me, I have all these money to pay all these fools, and you're pretty much crazy in any of those cases because essentially you forgot that the simpler, the less penetration area. So not only are these databases going to be managing my resources, so they can do the accounting and my code can react to any sort of administrative changes on these. So funny thing, right? Another edge case, just as a quick sideline. Not only can you change this max pods, or you can change this number of pods to evict pods, or that's mostly accounting, right? This is mostly managerial. But also, regardless of that, I can do this. Whoops, that's the other pod. So I can do this, no problem. And it doesn't, as long as the cloud is stable and I'm not really changing anything, it throws in another pod. It starts it up. So you see 3 there. And it doesn't really know about it. Because if it did, it would kill that one. So yeah, I left that edge case alone. If you wanna go against what your manager says and you want to do lots of those, for now I don't care. But anyway, so the services stuff, I thought about it. I had a few tough choices to make in order to avoid locking on. So I looked at CouchDB, and they don't want huge documents, right? You can have huge attachments. That's not a problem. Actually, let's see. Actually, that's also a good point. Could I do it in attachments? Probably, but by the time I archive and lock, just so I can batch the requests and pass them around to the assigned pod of the service, I feel like that's gonna create a bottleneck, So what I want to look at is max and CouchDB. CouchDB actually says in version 4.0 they want to go to like 8 megabyte documents. So they say don't use big documents, which I would have had to use for request response lists. I don't think there is a size. Oh, look. What's the default? Oh, okay. So that's megabytes. Kilo megabytes. That's not bad. 4 gigabytes. And I know where is it? Max document is 8 megabytes. So yeah, in 4.0, it's going to be big. It's going to be small. Yeah, I could put it big right now, but it's not good. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to say, let's do a different database for all the requests for the user and each node, right? So it's going to be a request database for this user and a request database per node. So it's just double the databases at this point, which is not that bad. And this is a direct consequence of this same doc versus multiple docs, because obviously I want people to be able to manage the resources through this database without me having to worry about having to implement some crazy front end that would have to do the same thing essentially. So I don't even have to implement the front end to this. I just go in the database and change the value, and my cloud just does what it's supposed to do. And I thought that was a cool shortcut. So I looked into all the different types of ways that I could handle concurrency, and the lock was the same doc idea where I could lock and I could grab a bunch of requests, but even then it wasn't clear why I do that and not just go for the conflict. Like the lock just means I also use conflict and I just put like a lock variable on the document. I realized now that some of my code that was doing a retry before with the conflict, I can actually use an upsert, which basically does a retry, but it's a lot cleaner. So I put in everywhere I have a util retry. So here I just, well, why isn't this comment? Oh, it's not exactly It's not exactly the thing I was looking at. But here, when I do like a retry on anything that's got database related, I would rather just use the upsert function, the plugin, to retry it until it finishes, so that my code could go down for a long, long time and it won't actually matter. So this is a retry, and this won't use an upsert, but everything else, I'll replace that eventually to handle those fishy Wi-Fi problem. Okay, so now that I've taken those decisions, I will basically have to start redoing the whole node registration and user registration in order to stand up these databases and also set up the replication on them in the appropriate manner. I'll have to basically set up those routes through those databases after I'm sure that they get created appropriately through the core registration service. And it's really good. Okay, so I'm going to kill this. It's really good because I had this bug that essentially was a very silent bug that here. So what happened is, if you look at something like this, I also have a bug with spacing, so don't mind me. Come on. Yes, Microsoft, distraction for you for searching in the start, and also for the spacing, which is spaces too. So I don't get how this is crazy, you know? Like where did you get these spaces? I keep fixing this and it's wasting my developer time. This is ridiculous. I don't get it. Okay. So supposedly this is slowly getting fixed with the spaces. I've been seeing less and less as I've been fixing it. It's been wasting like all of my time this week. But another bug that wasted a lot of time is actually, yeah, now I don't even know. Oh, see, that's a tab. That's gonna get screwed up, I think. What is that? See, that's spaces now. Wait. Okay, hold on. I think I know how to fix this. So tab, where's my tab? Oh my goodness. Okay, everything's on. Just undo, I guess. Okay, that's a tab. So I'm just gonna commit that. Replace. Okay. Well, that was crazy. Show white space differences. Wow. Fancy. Okay. So no tabs for you, Mr. Spacing Nerd. Okay. Final spacing fix? Okay. So So it's probably the not the final one, but the second final one. But anyway, so what this used to do is I had this weird bug where it used to create proxies on proxies. So because the argument would get replaced with a proxy every time it validated the object, it would essentially create what's it called? Inception of proxies until it got to a certain height, and then it would just silently not do anything. And that was weird. So these people writing these libraries just make my head hurt. Like it'll work, but not the way you expect it in some cases. I had a similar issue with this diff library that it's like it doesn't. Okay, detailed diff. Yeah, see, like, okay. Oh, so close. Yeah, so like it doesn't matter to you, so you're gonna make a different package. What do I want different packages? Um, yeah, like I'm just gonna make my own fork at this point. Yeah, you're right. I'm just gonna be like, thanks, but it, it's crazy. Quote reply. Um, oh, I see. Okay. Oh yeah, so okay. Okay. So hold on. So obviously objects to documenting the array diff function. Handling custom types, I guess. So output. Something like that. So yeah, magic of open source is, I guess people are just have a hard time not talking face to face and such. They need leaders, I guess. That's the open source way, right? If you're a leader, you get what you want. um, so it was the same with this one, and I fixed that. Um, that was the major thing, and I guess now I can just get ready to check. So because I fixed this, I didn't check everything. Everything's already deployed, right? So I didn't check all the core node registration and user registration for their validation and whether it works or not. So obviously some of this stuff might be broken, which really works well with having to set up new databases and having going from a fresh start, right? I will both be checking this bug that is fixed and also setting up these databases. I didn't even look. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this. Yeah, service request. Oh, and another thing I thought of in the meantime is maybe for the full beta we could also do volumes at some point. Actually, I want to move that up because it's a fairly cool feature. So the recruitment guys, one of the recruited guys is gonna have to implement a feature, and then the rest of them are just gonna go after one of these issues. Um, yeah. So yeah, let's create these databases. I'm excited. I'm gonna have to clean everything up again. I'm not excited about this. Okay, so because of these settings, let's see how fast we can do it. Maybe we can get through most of those today. That'd be fun, right? Hey. So the environment has to go. Okay. The users have to go. Come on then. Jolly good. Lovely jubilee. My friend from Great Britain says it lovely jubilee, but jubilee sounds funny too. Don't it, lads? And laddies. Alright, so this is clean. I'm gonna clean the rudder. Clean my recycle bin. And it's all gone. Okay, so everything's very, very clean. Except for the bug, or the possible change that I might have introduced some bugs. So because of that, let's see. Where did I leave it in? No, I don't want to replace anything. So I don't care. Just that line. Because this load doesn't actually use this, then I get to use the arg parameter. Imagine that. But actually, it might use it in the initializer. No, see? Load. I use this. Yeah. Okay, so because this is already saying this, I think I was just being lazy or something. This isn't. This is fine, but I'll check. I could actually change this now that I know why it's doing it. But actually, I don't really want to pass. I think this is like a memory thing. This is like so that the validator doesn't pass over it, you know? I don't even know why this is like this, but whatever. This is just a temporary folder. I'm just gonna delete it. This is in the services, right? So this doesn't actually get that bug for the most part. And this is in the initializer and is allowed. This doesn't have a validation. This is the user, right? I think I want to say arg valid. No, because there's a save. Oh, there's no load. Okay, that's why. So it's not guaranteed. I think this is the worst. Let's see. This is an initializer. Node user probably doesn't have that. This one doesn't have that probably. That's initializer. Also initializer. This is probably fine. and all of his lines. I'd like to, but I'm not that worried actually. Let's try this one. Okay, so now that I have all my lines bookmarked, let's try adding a database. So sorry, I have to re-understand my code. It's been a long time since I looked at it. Okay, so create user. Okay, so the initializer. Okay, so it has the package registration. Okay. And so core admin key, right? I remember this. I'll fix it like this. Okay. So what do I need to so it generates the admin user, okay? And then it adds and waits afterwards so that the database is created. Okay. So then it saves the key and it adds the packages status. So that it doesn't get initialized? How many times is this gonna go? Only once. Okay, so that was just a sanity thing, I guess. Okay. So it adds the admin user. Or else it creates it, right? Oh, it's in the route over here. Gets hooked up on the route. Passed in here. Yeah, after the services are stood up in the core, it gets called directly. Okay. So let's see if I can just reuse this add, right? No, I can't because it will set up in terms of I can extend this ad for sure, but I don't want the same thing to happen to it. So let's see. It initializes the user, which I don't want. And then everything else is the same, right? Load. Okay, saves user config. Packages, and that's it. Except for design documents, okay. Um, And then the node the same. Let's see this design document. This is going to have to change, obviously. Or I could just parse it, I suppose. Oh, and deploys package configs if necessary, because I already do that in the initializer. Okay. User. So let me check my request right now. How does this work? Password and a key, as well as an email. Okay, do I want this database to have the same password? Yeah, I guess I kind of do. So you go, instead of that name, you go service db dash root dash root, and then service db dash node dash whatever. So here, this is an object. It's already in stash. No. Okay. So save user config, and that's it. Okay, so before the packages even start, you're gonna have to have. Come on, what the heck? Oh, it is. Oh. Okay. So, um, actually, like this. So out in here, and now I just replaced something. So what I replaced is this name. And I go like this. This is gonna be fun. So I go So I copy the arguments into its own object, and then I copy that name, that new name over that. Set up services databases. Databases is. Oh, this is fun. Okay. So in the save, do I have a timeout or something? It handles it anyway. I think it's in here. Load. Right, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. So, and the save, I guess, saves it, right? No. Where does this thing get saved? Oh, it doesn't. Because this is the core. So it just creates that database. Whoopsie. Boop. I love to copy the code. Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can change it as I like to. Okay. So let's see. Services database. Services database uses the user services user. See that? Hold on. Did I save the user? I have to save the user. Oh, yes. It worked. Okay. So the user is saved. The user is saved, and then the services database is being logged into by the admin user, which is even for the admin database is gonna exist there now. Cool. So now I load it, and then I don't set a schema. Okay. So now the services database state gets updated with the design document. And that's the user database for me. Okay. So that's that. A new database has arrived. NPM install for the win! And now we're testing the bug! Yay! Actually, I'm so not excited about that. Let's see if she does stop. Does it? Does it or does it? No! It's the bug! I'm so excited! In package configs. No! In user registration. User registration. Let's see now. So, admin conf. It's up here. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, wow. User config. User config. I think I might have screwed something really bad. Oh well. We'll fix it. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so let us try this. Come on. And what? An initializer. Come on. True. I guess it must be for Bootstrap admin packages. Righto. So this goes in here. And this goes. Okay, the user config. Package configs. So because it's false, this never gets called, eh? And somehow I didn't catch it before. Admin config.load. So state, why isn't it? Oh, because it's saved, right? It's a new one, and then I go load. So at what point does it say save? Oh, wait. I guess I missed that one. I think that's the bug. I think. Therefore, I am. Yeah. .org. My validation, I forgot. Yes. Um, Okay. That works. This is in services. Arg valids. Because I actually went through, there's actually very few instances. So I'm just going to leave those. I went through when I made the change. It's just user config. Because it looked like this, I think. So I left it. Okay. It confused my visual cortex. Okay. And don't forget to clear this. Which is funny. Okay, so fine. Right, because admin user gets created like that. So it installed and everything. Try this again. Yay! Okay. Oh, so it does have arg valid. I didn't think it would because I would rather use that just to be more because here it will pass it through the validator. So actually it's a bug. Okay, so this point is a bug. And whoops. No, this is good. Oh, actually, if I leave it like this, it'll get stripped out of the arguments anyway. Whoopsie. I think it's safer like this. It's a hard problem. Not gonna lie. Knowing what exactly is gonna happen with all this code. Okay. Got are invalid. The rest is fine, right? Okay. So here, right, core package configs. Core package configs. Core. Yeah. So user config. Core package config. I don't even know where this stuff gets saved, bro. Alright. Let's see. Let's see where it gets saved. It gets saved. Oh! Imagine that. In the ad. Okay. Node config. Jeez Louise. What is happening? Core. And arg? Arg is that. Password and database. So when I go save, it validates a new. But it doesn't. It's optional, right? So who knows how it worked before? Point being, it's adding here. It's adding here. Oh, okay, so... Oh, I think I know how. I think it just gave it? No. So there's gotta be a bug. We said I didn't give it core package configs before. Core package configs, which is added here. Or maybe it's the schema. Oh no. User DB schema. I got it. Let's see. This comment can go and core package configs is the only thing. Oh, and these enable users and enable all nodes. Does that get written? Enable pods. Oh, okay, cool. Enable pods. Enable nodes. So enable users, enable all nodes. No, right? So this is not the admin. Does this get overwritten somewhere? It should be. User config, node config. Node config user. Okay, so somehow I'm missing all of these. I added the admin user, I loaded it, the admin config, I loaded it, and then I have to set up the extra properties. Hold on. Somehow this is not working. So I loaded this state. So it saves. I think this bug. I think I wanted to do this, And through the magic of revisioning and not testing it, I ended up with something that I didn't want to have. Let's see. Save. So this is saving something. So I gotta update the state, I guess. Are you valid? Yeah, so this is not even validating. So this is loading. I think I will save. It's not even an upsert. That will have to be a full-on retry. Now that I'm thinking about these. Oh, or if it throws an error, just kill it. Which I would be doing, but I don't like to throw in all the errors. So leave that for another time. I'm just gonna save this config. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I kill this, and I go .state. Yes. So package config. So this is the default for core, which has both, actually. Okay. For enable all nodes. Enable users. Okay, so let's save that, and everything should work again. Lovely jubilee. Oops. Did I? No. Oh wow, database is up. Such a big surprise. Cool. Come on, man. Core package configs. Or is it the other way? The core package configs only has the core defaults. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, folks. I made a boo. Wasn't thinking. Okay. So this is the services. And this is the thing that's saved. Okay. Sure. Oops. I really hope this is gonna stay this way. Because I forget which way it was. But I think it's like this. No, it doesn't work. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Sure. Let's do this. So this here, and this here. Package config. Okay, let's try. How many databases? 2. Okay. Where am I? In node registration. Arg valid. So node user has an arg valid? Wow. Oh, because it's validated and it's saved, right? So here it should have been arg valid. So I can definitely get rid of this one. This is why I debug. Just that one. Node user, wait, which one? In Edge, right? But it's initialized. Anyway, I'll figure it out. So this is the other? The core node user? Where are you from, node user? From core. Okay, which is different. Mm-hmm. Alright, valid. Okay. I don't need this. I'm good with this. This gets set. Yes, thank you. I'm waiting for the node to get registered and my logins created. Sort of there. Now, why isn't it running? No. No, it's stuck. I think that must be a bug, if I'm not mistaken. Like, really. Like, no, this shouldn't be happening at all. It's creating nodes because it doesn't see the thing has been the node, the settings have been created. I don't know why. We'll have to check. See why. Maybe it has to do something with packages? Maybe? Like it doesn't get deployed, it doesn't get copied? The default packages don't get copied? User key. So see, does it get here? And I want it to say save, right? No. Not save. No. Database replication. Node user. So this is not on the node registration side. It's on the edge side here, where services, edge, node bootstrap. Something to do with args, maybe. Node user. Edge. Init. Env dot node user. Validate state. Okay. Okay, so this is clean. This is clean. This is clean. Okay. Still running. And here we go. Debugging the node user with the arguments bug. Yay! So this should be most definitely the arg valid. I was afraid of this. Okay. Okay, so no, I don't want that. Okay. Let's try out valid. Maybe they'll do something fancy. Let's say. Oh, does this copy into a new object? Right, so my bug before, I could fix this. No. Where is it? Here. Because the copy is over. My bad. Yeah, I don't care about these. Because it takes the defaults here, right? That's why this 201 doesn't throw. Oh, it does throw, okay. Because of that bad status. So let's see. No replicator, no users, no environment. 404. Localhost. That's not right. Node registration? Oh no. Let's see. Uh, 73, right? And I put Windows update? What about the user? Send this again. I guess this is HTML. params. Let's see if it even responds if I send this like so. So it is holding up the request, and then when I go, so when I send it again, node bootstrap. So my node registration is not completing the initialize phase. There is no initialize phase, okay. So here, oh, it used to work. Oh, that's cool. Some things just not working on that run. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, let's try this again after loading. Or I don't care. Okay, so now node registration is happening. I'm creating the node config. Okay. Hot configs. There. Okay. So I get a 404 off this admin package. Not found. Really? Node config. Cool. It's almost done, I guess. No, if I have package configs, no, that's right. Then I have the core, it was up here. Okay. So it's not finding me. I think it's in here. That is 404. Oh, so it went through? If it did, no. Something else happened. It'll just have to retry, I guess. admin. Okay, so there are package configs in here. Holy cow, that's not good. Okay. So the package config that was necessary got saved again. Got saved again, and this is what happened. Okay. So does not validate state. I kind of get it. Okay. So here, ID has to be package config. Package Okay. So I got nodes, yeah. Nodes also have this property. Okay. So what else? Package configs. I have to review those. Probably not this one. Load. It's probably here. But again, it's not even. It saves pod config. Oh no, it's right here. Because it's validate new, right? So because of this, it's not state.attachment, it's just attachment. So why is it .arg.attachment? This .save, this .arg.attachment. Or this .attachment, right? This dot. So let's see. This .arg.attachment. Yay! Okay. ID limit 1. There's no limits. Okay. Okay. Oops. Let's try this again. Okay, I know everything. I know at least the database that I was working on is working. It's creating the service database for sure. Okay, so user DB is 6.1. Okay. Package configs are valid mode 0. So package configs in mode 0, availability mode 1, and mode 0, start core config mode 0 versus mode 1. Okay, so this is what's wrong now. You won't find that package. Availability any. Mode 1. So my package setup is somehow getting screwed up. Okay. So yeah. User registration. No. So let's see. Alright. So in my user config, core. Maybe it's browser? Maybe it's browser? No, can't be. Let's see what we got. So default core package config. So these are the defaults versus the ones I'm going to actually use for my user. So I think it's actually reversed. Oh, okay, so this is actually deployment mode core. And deployment mode so it actually does, I think there was a browser one. Because it has extra. Okay, so they're additional. So it has Edge and browser. I'm just gonna do one. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna do. I think there was a bug before, maybe. I'm just gonna do the one for core, and that's it. So here. Core, and then this one's fine. like this. And then maybe I'll add the browser one someday. And that will work differently. Okay, let's try. Okay. So now another trial. Two, and my note is gonna get registered. Okay. So let's see. Yay! Okay, so that got added on. Don't need these. Get attachment. Okay. Package config. Okay. So that's successful. Yeah. Oh, I think. Okay, so that's at least that's working. I don't know what that is. I think it just timed out. So my node is updated appropriately, and that should be that. And it's installing, which is good. And I should see the output from my core package. Yeah, there's one, and it's running. Okay, so now another package. Okay, so now I have services for the user. I'll just have to create another services for the data for the node. services for the node. Okay, so this is bug fixes plus services DB for user. Okay. So let's see. Okay, that one stays. User registration. Okay. So this goes in the node registration. Clean it up. Okay. Replication, node database, design document, replication, node config, pod. Okay, I'm just gonna do it at the end. to 50, right? And this one has length 10. So it should be enough. No. UID version 4. What's the length of it? 36. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Serve. Is it a straight 50? I gotta count. Oh, okay. I gotta count. There. Whoa. Good thing I did that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 16 plus 36? Aye. 50. Just gonna put it to 75. So this is And let's not forget, okay. Okay. Yay! It's running my first pod, right? Let's just make sure they're set up appropriately. So this is permissions to node and admin. And this one, permissions to node and admin. So let's see the other package get delivered and scaled up. So this happens like this. First I gotta download into the backup, into the archive. Save. So that it's encrypted with the same key. And now all I have to do is create the document. And then I upload that software. And now it's installing. And now it should run. Yeah. Okay, so there's my package running. There's one, and then if I go scale it to 2, there's 2. Okay, so most of the code is fine. And that will be all for today because that was quite the... I think I'm cutting this one short because I'm going to have a lot of things to do over the week anyway. I don't want to bore everybody with... No, I'm bored. This would be the not boring part where I kind of get to create all this stuff, but I think it's easier to create, to do the code, and then if I have any issues left over in the week from creating something, then it's good. It's good for talking about because it's easier to talk about and fix stuff than it is to talk and try and create things at the same time. I don't know. That's just how I kind of feel right now. Anyway, that's it for me for Friday. I'm gonna commit this. I'm happy. My changes weren't so bad. Sorry about all the surprise bugs. I actually wanted, if I want to create, that's another thing. If I want to create something, I don't want bugs like right in the beginning. It's either bugs or it's creating, but I can't create after I do bugs. I can do bugs after I create. Something like that. Okay.